What's going on, people? We have another live tattoo session today. I've got a portrait going on. I'm going to do like a live seminar for it. Thought, why not? I'll show you my setup real quick, actually. So I'm using the Bishop wand. These are my inks. We've got solid black, triple black dynamic. Then we've got dark Empire ink. Then we've got a medium. Then we've got a light. And then we've got an extra light. And then these are my two rinse cups. And then this cup there will be for the white at the end. Needles I'm using is the 7 round shader, which I've got in there now. The 7 magnum curved textured, which is bug pin in Cheyenne's language. Then I've got 9 magnum, bug pin again, and then I've got the 5 round shader, normal. Then I've got a normal gauge quadrant 3 round liner. So yeah, that's what we've got going on. This is my stencil. What's going on from New Zealand? And yeah, we're gonna. I'm currently on 9 volts. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Please smash a like on the video. It's gonna be a good one today. Yeah, I'm using the Bishop rotary wand shader. So yeah, I'm on 9 volts. Not this working. There we go. Hello from the Philippines, Evelyn Gomez. So yeah, we've got a portrait going in here. Okay, let's do it. You ready, bro? Sweet. Sweet. Get rid of that, don't need that. We'll start at the bottom first, work our way up as per usual. You want to do that because if you start up here and you're wiping down, you're gonna wipe all this stencil off. So that's the reason why I start at the bottom and work our way up, you know. Hello, hello, hello. Please smash like on the video, guys. 95 people watching. Yeah, I'm doing it in full black and grey. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now. I'm using a, get this light plug out of the way. I'm using a 7 round shader at the minute. I'm just gonna put this cross in. This cross is gonna be negative and then it's gonna be shading around it. Right now I'm dipping into a medium ink. And I'm just gonna start layering it in with a 7 round shader. Running at 9 volts. You can see how far my needle's poking out. If you can see that. Not far. You can see that now. I don't put all the needle in either. I like to hang it out. Makes it way more easy to control the needle. I'm gonna go drop down I'm gonna rinse. This is gonna be very annoying if this happens all the time. Interrupted thing. Let's get rid of this, don't need that. Don't need that either. Yeah. Cool, we're live. Yeah, I'm going into, I've got medium out now, so. Just line this. It's good to dab it as well for longevity of the stencil. Slow, consistent hand speed. Does the trick. Still going in with a medium tone. Hello from Portugal, what's going on? Do I use Pocket Jet to create stencils? I don't know. I use my iPad and then print out the stencil from a layer that I've created and on Procreate. Oh, Pocket. Oh, you mean Procreate? Yeah, I use Procreate. Or Pocket Jet. I've never heard of Pocket Jet. Just slow my hand speed right down to get that ink in. Still using a medium tone. Just go back into that, run out of ink. But yeah, I use Procreate to. What voltage? Well, this is the shader I'm using, so I'm using 9 volts. As you can see, I'm using a 7 as well, and it's lining perfectly. You don't really need the liner unless you're doing real crazy. Unless lines are your actual work, then you don't really need one. Shade is powerful enough to whack in the lines pretty neat, pretty solid, like you can see here. That line again. So you can always do the line again as long as you've got. I'm using a light tone now, so it looks dark now, but it's going to heal real light. I like to give it 2 passes with a lighter tone as well, just to make sure it's in there solid, which it is. Now what I'm going to do is switch to a. I'm going to switch to a 9 soft edge curved magnum bud pin and start shading out from this cross. I'm just going to go solid black. No, I'm not. I'm going to go dark with it. I'm going to go dark with it first. You can always put in a darker tone if you want to. If you don't do too many layers. I'm just going to whip it out. So whip, coming at a 45-degree angle, and then slowly curve the tail off, and you can see that blend now. So I'm going to go real close up to this line, real light, not sticking it in straight away, just real light on the skin as we go in, and just whip it out, real light on the skin. This is my needle hang, you can see. Not sticking that all the way in the skin either. We'll work on getting a smooth blend up to this bit of smoke that it's got already. So really smooth, consistent hand speed. Using a brush technique now. Slowly layering it up. It's a bit of a difficult area to try and blend in. His skin does go quite red as well, so just got to take your time on this one. It's easier to blend as well using a bigger mag, So I'm using a 9 now. I might go up to a 13 in a minute and just try and see if that's a bit better. So I find it quite hard to blend. I'm going to go up to a 13, wherever the hell my 13 is. Hold on 1 second. I've misplaced it somewhere. Where's that gone then? Dun, 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 dun. Sure, I had one out. We've got 7. Yeah, we've got 13. Yes, we've got 13 now. Definitely use the 13, yeah, that's what I'm using. Yeah, the bigger the mag, the easier it is to blend. I'm going to just slightly put the needle out a bit more. You can put the needle out as far as you want, as long as it doesn't disrupt ink flow. As soon as you start disrupting the ink flow, it's going to be really hard. Okay, it's blending a bit easier now. Using a dark ink, dark grey wash, one before black. Just whipping it out from this line, making sure it's nice. So I'm going to just put a tiny bit of a brush in here. Use the side of the mag to just come right up to this line and just brush it in. Lay that up. Saturate this a bit more now. Make sure it's quite dark next to the line so the line disappears. It's looking good. I'm going to come up from here as well with the dark. Just going to create this nice shadow underneath. Make sure we've got right up to the line. Going to do a couple really faint ones from here. Still using a dark. Make sure we get right up to the line. Do a long tail on this one. Just blend it right out. Tiny bit from here. It's getting there, it's getting there. Please smash a like on the video, guys, if you're enjoying this, if you find it helpful. Do the other side now. Just gonna stick with the the dark, sorry. I'm gonna try and get up to 300 likes on this today. We smashed it yesterday, it was awesome, or the day before. Just make sure we get right into that corner to sharpen it up. Yeah. And this bit, just gonna come down here and just pull with my machine this time, like this. It's a really good technique to get real nice soft shades. Soft gradients. Make sure we darken this up, try and make it as symmetrical as possible. Just make sure this is fully saturated. I can see as it starts to calm down, you can see little gaps, so just go back into it. Doing this cross first before we get into the portrait. Thank you for the support and the likes on the video already, guys. It's awesome. This is hopefully going to be a good video. I'll check back on the question. I do need to concentrate on this one. I just want to start smashing this out, but I want to. I'm going to start like during the course of the video, look back on the questions and stuff, and make sure I can give you an answer to stuff you're going to ask me. Again, I'm pulling back like this, pulling back. I'm not going forward. I'm pulling back. Takes a few layers to get it in the skin, but it's a really soft technique. Slow your hand speed down as well. Just get the ink in, you can see that's really smooth now, coming down there. Yeah, slow your hand speed right down. Nice. Stick a layer in here. This is a medium tone. Make sure I butt right up to this line. Nice. I'll put a bit of shading around here as well. On the bottom. I'm using a medium now. I'm just going to go in with here as well. Pull back from these little lines. Just make sure it's fully negative and you can't really see the lines. There you go, it's better. I'll do the bottom of this as well. following the curvature of this. Just gonna do one layer in there, smooth it out. Going down to a light tone now. Don't like this fucking thing. There you go, that's better. Just slowly feather this in. Create a nice shadow. I'm brush motion this, so consistently, just making sure it's a nice smooth blend. I'll carry on. This is a light tone, remember. Pull back from here. Saw. Yeah, man. It's a sore ass area. That's it. That's nice. Right, we're going to come up into the painful area real quick. Just pull back from here. Going really, really light on the skin, just layering it up. Pull it away from the elbow. Pull the skin away from the elbow so you can get a good again, pulling away from the line, pulling back from it. Brushing it in. Right, now we're going to start to do this jumper that she's got. So I'm going to switch to a 3-round liner, quadrum. Thanks for the likes on the video. Yeah, that was a 13 curve mag. It's now switching to a. It's keeping the same voltage at 9. I'm just going to use a stippling technique to get some texture into this. I'm going with a medium. So I'm going to go and use a fast stipple like this. So I'm going to put the line in first. That gets some texture into the, can't really see it on the camera, but nice texture in there. And do the same for this one. Just go into the little corners to make sure it's all nice